Hello and welcome back to my channel for another Stamp Around the UK video hop. In May the theme is annual catalogue, and I hope everyone's excited now that they've got their catalogue hopefully in their hands and they've had a look at all the new things that are coming. I know I am. With this I looked at this paper and was so inspired to do cards that I needed to send out to my customers. So what I've decided to do is use the first one to make cards, but here I'm just showing you all the different patterns on the DSP. So this is 12 by 12, a great lot to have in your stash because you can obviously make so many cards from just cutting it down to size. As you can see, all the new in colours, or a few of the new in colours on the back of these. Right, so this is the one that I'm actually going to be using, and I'm actually going to be cutting out the actual images to make cards, as you can see here. So I was going to use the stamps and the dies, but then I decided just to keep it simple and actually just basically add little bits that I needed to add just to make the card, as I had to do so many of them. So this was the first one, which is a gorgeous paper, and for our standard cards that we use in the UK, it didn't quite fit once I cut it down, so I needed to add a little strip on the side just to give it a bit more length, to make it fit perfectly, to make it not look like I've just stuck it on and left a bit of edging on the edge. So that's what I needed to do. As you can see, it takes me a while to do stuff. This video must have taken me, I've literally cut it down so much because it was so long, probably about an hour long, and I've had to cut it down to 15 minutes. But that's a lot of that is me walking away from my desk, then coming back to my desk. As I don't know, most of you probably don't know, but I've got a child who's got well, 3 children with disabilities, but my youngest, he calls me a lot, so it's a case of just going back and forth. So with this card, I've just added a strip of can't even think, of cardstock and ribbon, just to just add a little bit to the card. In the end, I actually add sentiments, but what I was just trying to do is just put down the would you say foundation of what I needed to do, or how it needed to look before actually adding any bits to it. Sometimes I find with me it's easier to do a bit and then come back to the card, so then your brain has time to think about what to do next. That's just how my brain process. So yeah, moving on to the second card. So the second card fit perfectly, but as I pushed it up, I realised it had this little tiny bit that didn't fit to have the border all the way around. So once again, I've done a similar thing I've done on the first card and just added ribbon and a bit more extra cardstock just to tie in, and had it the matching colour of the actual card. Realised my cable was hanging down. And then moving on to the third card. And with the third card, similar thing. Didn't fit quite all the way. I didn't want, because I like it when there's the borders consistent around the frame, not too much on one side or the other side. So I didn't want to copy completely what I did on the other 2 cards. So with this one, I actually you won't see it here. I didn't use, it wasn't a rectangle. I actually used one of my shape dies, which is retired now, which had like a what would you call it, like a wavy kind of, you'll see at the end, a wavy kind of pattern. So that's what the third card looked like. This is the fourth card, and with this one I sort of like scrapped my idea about putting over to one side, because I thought if I add a bit of extra on this card it wouldn't look right. So what I done is I just lined it up and had it more on the sides. It wasn't obviously consistent with the top and the bottom, so yeah, that just made me obviously scrap the whole of my theory of trying to make it go all the way round. But it looked okay, so I went with that one. Then I had a few more left to do. The last three were all similar sizes. So what with this one, I used the DSP at the bottom and then put white at the top. This is one of the style of cards that I always tend to fall back on when I'm doing cards with like names, where I have a pattern at the bottom and then white at the top, and then the bit where the white's at the top I will put the name and flowers or whatever extra that I want to put, which I really like, and obviously a little bit of ribbon across the band of the middle. So that's what I've done with this one. I really enjoy doing these video hops. I'm finding I'm not very good at speaking, and I'm just trying my best to obviously push my confidence and be able to hopefully explain more and hopefully people just see me just trying to better myself. Please check out the others. I'm always so impressed with all the other demonstrators who obviously take part in the Stamp Around the World, or around the UK video hops. They're so inspiring, that their confidence, the way they speak, the way they do things. I'm just so honoured to be part of such an amazing group of people. So I use my Stamparettus. I love this tool. I keep pulling it out because sometimes your stamping might not be straight, or you might have to go twice, which sometimes is an issue with you trying to obviously match back up. But with the Stamparetta, once you put it down and you have to go again, it will always go back in the same spot. So a great tool to have. As you can see, it wasn't quite lined up, so I just moved it down. That's what I love about this tool. Great thing to have. I actually really like this stamp set. It's got so many nice sentiments in it. This one I was just trying to work out where to put. With these cards, these were the last two that I had to do, and obviously the DSP you can see is so much smaller, so I was trying to think of a way to make a card with just using that small bit. Now this die set is brilliant. I actually love it. I actually got a card from Esther using this die set, and I sort of like nicked her idea. I'm not gonna lie, nicked her idea and basically made a similar layout, but it's a really quick and easy and effective way to make a card. So I've really enjoyed playing around with this one, and I think I will make a couple of more cards using this die. This is obviously in the catalogue I'll put the name on the screen because I don't remember it off the top of my head. And I'll link everything that I used down below on these cards. But yeah, brilliant one to play with. It'd be so nice to see what everyone else has done with what they've got, because obviously with our pre-orders we all choose different things, so it would be nice to see, and obviously on our budgets of what we can get, but it would be so nice to see what everyone else has done, because you find that you'll find, or you look at a stamp set in the catalogue and you'll keep flicking past certain ones that you think, oh, that's not really me, but once you see someone make a card with that stamp set that you flick past, you're like, whoa, didn't know it would look like that. And it's impressive to see how many different ideas and layouts and just the way people's minds create different ways of doing cards. So that's what sells a lot of stamps and die sets to me, when I see other people actually use them and do some amazing things, and you think, yeah, that's one that you want to add to your collection. So what I done is I cut down the little bit of DSP that I had into a shape, just to make it look a bit more, not like I've just plonked it on, a bit more I don't even know what the word is. If you know what the word is, please pop it down below, because my brain can't think. And what I've decided to do is, I'm so happy that these two stamp sets are actually still in the catalogue, because they are so cute and I love them. I'm now walking over to my desk to have a look to see what these stamp sets are called. So you have By My Side, which is the little girl with the butterfly. That also has another two cute images in there. A girl with glasses with a bird and a boy with a dog. But they're really cute, and then they've got some amazing sentiments that actually go with it. And then the other one is, my desk is a mess. Playing in the Rain, which is the rabbit that I'm using, and then you have the fox with an umbrella, and then you've got a turtle with a flower in his hand, and then the clouds, some flowers, rain, and an umbrella. Really cute stamp set. This actually comes with, the one with the rabbit actually comes with a die set, but I decided just to quickly fussy cut round it. But yeah, cute set. With fussy cutting, you always turn the paper. Just let the paper do the work by turning it. But I've done my best with cutting round. Sometimes I like to cut right onto the edge, but this one I decided to cut, leaving a bit of white. Just trying to work out the positioning of where to put her. And what I also done is I used dimensionals to lift them up so they weren't sitting flat on the card. And this is the finishes of cards I've made. And just added a sentiment with all of them. And that was just from that one 12 by 12 DSP, which was in that pack. I hope you liked. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.